home runs, strikeouts, red cards, eagles, and much, much more right after this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching. I'm glad you're watching. I'm Caroline Haney with 5 Things Sports, bringing you 5 sports highlights for the week of August 14th through August 20th, 2017. First up this week, we head to the MLB, where if you follow any MLB, you've probably heard of Miami Marlins outfielder Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton is having a great year hitting this year, and on Tuesday night, he had his 6th game in a row with a home run. Now, that's not actually an MLB record, but it doesn't happen every day. The record is 8 games in a row with a home run, but the last time 6 happened was in 2015. Giancarlo Stanton is actually on pace to make it to 61 homers or maybe a little more. Again, that's actually not an MLB record technically. The home run record for the season, you probably remember, is 73 by Barry Bonds. However, for many, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa, who both hit 70 home runs, theirs all have an asterisk by them due to steroid usage. So Giancarlo Stanton considers Roger Maris's 61 home runs hit in 1961 to be the actual record, as do many baseball fans. So we'll keep you up to date if he stays on pace with that and if he actually makes it to 61 homers this year. Which also brings us to our question of the week. What do you consider to be the MLB home run record? 61 by Roger Maris or 70, 73 by Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and Sosa, who all use steroids? Let us know in the comments below. It'll be great to hear your thoughts on this. It's a pretty controversial topic in baseball today, even though it's kind of been downplayed over the years. And number 2 this week, we're staying in the MLB, looking at Yankees rookie outfielder Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge set a record this week that he's probably not too happy with. He set the record for the most consecutive games with a strikeout at 37 as of today, August 20th. But despite all of those strikeouts, I'd say the rookie's doing pretty well, because for each one of those strikeouts, he also has a home run. So 37 home runs and 37 strikeouts. And he also has 80 RBIs for the season. So I'd say it balances out in the long run, and he's still probably going to be the rookie of the year this year. But we'll keep you posted on his status and let you know if he continues that strikeout streak throughout the season. Number 3 this week takes us to the world of soccer, where Cristiano Ronaldo has been suspended for 5 games after receiving 2 yellow cards, which, if you're like me and not very familiar with soccer, 2 yellow cards equals 1 red card, which means you're ejected from the game. And after receiving the red card, he actually pushed the referee. So he got a 1-game suspension for the red card and a 4-game suspension for the push. People are pretty upset about this from the Real Madrid fans, as the second yellow card was rather controversial. He was given the yellow card for what we would call flopping. The referee said that he intentionally fell to the ground trying to get a penalty kick. I thought that flopping was a part of soccer, who I don't really know anymore, but it does look like a pretty close play if you ask me. But however, he did receive the red card and he shoved the referee. But the 4-game suspension is actually the minimum suspension according to the rules. They can give you 4 to 12 game suspension for any shoving, pushing of the referee, no matter how violent or not violent it is. Take a look at the video and let us know your thoughts below, what you think about this, and if it's a reasonable suspension, and if the yellow card really should have been called or not. Number 4 this week takes us to one of my favorite events of the year, the Little League World Series. The Little League World Series takes place in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and it's kicked off this past week. On Friday night, the team representing the Southeast, North Carolina, threw a perfect game across 3 pitchers. This is the 5th perfect game in Little League World Series history, and the first one since 2015. If you want to see more Little League action, be sure to tune into ESPN. The World Series wraps up next Sunday, so we'll be excited to see that and how the North Carolina team does the rest of the tournament. Finally, number 5 this week, another one of my favorite events, the 15th Solheim Cup took place this weekend in Des Moines, Iowa. If you're not familiar with the Solheim Cup, it is the LPGA version of the Ryder Cup, taking place every other year and pitting the European players against the U.S. players. Despite a rocky start on Friday morning, the U.S. team was able to come back Friday afternoon and sweep the 4-ball play, and they never really looked back after that, making some incredible shots over the weekend to win their second Solheim Cup in a row and their 10th overall. I mean, just look at that emotion. I just love great golf when you're playing for your country. It just really doesn't get better than that for me. We will be looking forward to the 2019 Solheim Cup at Glen Eagles in Scotland. I'm sure it is going to be just as exciting as well. And this weekend, did you see that the Red Sox had it turned a triple play this week? Just an incredible play. It doesn't happen that often, so I thought I would share it with you. They also took 2 out of 3 games from the Yankees this weekend to stay ahead in the American League. It'll be great to see if they make it to October this year. I'm thinking they probably will. We'll keep you updated on that as well. That's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed and never want to miss an episode again, please hit that notification bell. Please be sure to leave a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. And if you see a highlight throughout the week you want us to cover next week, be sure to tweet at us at 5thingssports. Thanks again. I'm Caroline Haney, and I will see you next week.